Welcome to the About You Fashion Week talks. I have the pleasure to have the Lascana crew here. Please introduce yourself.
Would you like to start?
I can start. I'm Selvin. I'm working for international sales department at Lascana, and I'm responsible for organizing the Lascana fashion show at the About You Fashion Week.
Yeah, my name is Marco Rebbe, and I'm the managing director for Lascana. And we're happy to be here.
It's great to have you here for the third time. We'll also speak about your fashion show that we were just attending. I'm still very hyped about the show we just saw, but maybe for the very few people that might not know Lascana, can you tell a bit about the brand, the products you're selling?
Yeah, so like you guys, our home base is Hamburg, Germany. And we are a brand which is focusing on swimwear and lingerie. So this is our heritage, but now, which is what we discussed before, we are developing more and more into fashion. So we are actually a fashion lifestyle brand based in Hamburg, Germany, with over 1,200 point of sales in Europe. We have web shops in over 15 countries. We have fantastic corporations like this one with you guys.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. It's a great brand. It was a great show. It's already your third time participating at the About You Fashion Week, which basically means you have participated on every fashion week so far, starting in 2019. So what made you decide to participate with your own show here?
Yeah. First of all, we have a close connection, right? And you are a very close partner of us, and we always believed in the concept of the show, And I think since the moment when the bread and butter in Berlin, when it was over and the concept did not exist anymore, I think you guys really fulfilled a need, and there is a gap in which you developed this show, and that was the potential that we have seen for the first day. What we really like is also this digital connection. It's not just a physical show, it's also this digital transfer, and I think that was from day one of our most biggest motivational factors.
And how important are shows and events like this for your marketing and brand building?
It's very important from my point of view. So we do shows and events for now over 15 years. And this is, I think, where people come together, especially after these tough times. In the last 1.5 years with less social contacts. I think this show here means also a kind of milestone for us, getting back with things like this, having a personal talk, getting together, and I think this is also a very, very, very important factor. Beside, also all the visual content that you get out of events, that you can use in your sales channels and marketing. This is also, I think, a second aspect.
Yeah, maybe for the audience, so there's always a show happening, all outfits are being photographed and obviously uploaded on the About You website, but also you are using this material. We had 250 participants in the audience. We were limited, unfortunately, due to Corona. That's why we limited ourselves to 250 and try to get as many influencers with great reach as possible, and this on an international level. So we had really a great international audience here at your Lascana show. I would say this was roughly 200 million followers or so sitting in the audience, and everybody was really excited about the show. It was a great show, visually a great show, great model selection, and the motto of your show was "Feminine in Your Own Way." What is behind that motto, and can you describe a bit what we have seen in the show?
Sure. I think what everyone and also we as a brand partner observe about the About You Fashion Week is that you're trying to set the right messages to a younger generation of customers, and you try to make a change happen in the industry. And Be Feminine in Your Own Way was our brand's answer to About You's question, who are you? And we try to represent the diversity of our society today by selecting a very diverse model cast. We have petite models, we have curvy models, we have BIPOC models and cis models, and also the setting was set up in a very natural way. We had this backdrop with the sky that was changing its colors in a very natural way. We had this natural decoration, and we really wanted to underpin the idea of femininity through Mother Nature and let the looks speak for themselves. Our looks were very bold, feminine, sexy, and what we're trying to basically put out as a message was that every woman should feel empowered to dress the way she likes and to express her femininity in a way that she wants.
Yeah, I think that was perfectly executed in the show. We could totally see that, and it's also, as far as I know, incorporated in your brand identity to what you just said, have female empowerment. Why do you believe that female empowerment is so important?
Yeah, I think when you have also the slogan Lascana, it's a woman's world, I think we need to address to the problems and to all, things happening, like body shaming is still happening, and we need to tackle those things, and we need to send out messages, and we need to stand for women, right? So I myself, I have a 6-year-old daughter. I would like to have her in 10, 15 years, that she lives in a really equal world, and I think there is still not that equality between men and women. It's still not here. Between us, it's there. Two people from Lascana, one man, one woman. I think this is how it should be, right?
Yeah.
But do you have something to add?
Yes, maybe also that our brand, as Marco already said, caters to the needs of women, so it's important that we hear them and we listen to them. And for our brand, female empowerment means that a woman can live her life in a self-determined way, and that's what we try to support and what we try to bring over with the fashion show that we just made.
Yeah, great message, and perfect fit to About You's motto. I know that you try to get this message through also by working together with influencers. Why did you decide to work together with influencers, and how important is this for you and your marketing?
Yeah, I think, Tarek, you mentioned reach in marketing, right? And when there's like 200 million, you said 200 million
followers in the audience. Yeah.
In the audience,
250 participants, and then I would say in average the participant had roughly 800,000 followers, so roughly 200 million followers in the audience sitting.
This is something
more than you can ever reach by via TV, for example, or any TV ad. Yeah.
Correct, and I think 10-15 years we both would have just discussed TV, magazines, and all these things, but now it's 2021, and I think even 2022 and above that, I think that influencer marketing is an important tool in your marketing mix, and we try to go in the same way like you do, working with influencers in collabs or do collaborations with other brands. I think this is definitely a way that we will push forward, and we're working on different ideas right now that we will implement in 2022 and 2023, but I think this is definitely, influencer marketing is an important role in the marketing mix in today's time.
Yeah, I mean, definitely we, as About You, also strongly believe in influencers as a medium basically to transport a message. But what we also strongly believe is that influencer marketing is not done by, or can be done obviously by sending products and people presenting products, but if you want to build your brand, we strongly believe that you need to have a message, you need to have something that you stand for as a brand, in your case female empowerment and diversity, and you need to make that visible in a physical show or event, and then bring the influencers that basically transport this message to their audience, to the roughly 200 million people following them. So I think that's really the perfect combination, having great content, having something that is important for society and the audience and the people, and then obviously trying to get the reach in to get this through to the community.
Yes, correct. But it must also be authentic.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
So this is a discussion that we both have very, very often, right?
Right. We believe that influencers are very close to our customers in terms of their desires and wishes, so it's important that if you're having collaborations with influencers, you also take out some learnings and really understand what the brand image that you're transporting is and what people really perceive of your brand through influencers.
Yeah, absolutely. Last but not least, so it has been your third show. What of the 3 shows has been your favorite show?
I think this one was my personal favorite, as I am a woman myself, and female empowerment. We just talked about all the issues that are still existing in this society. I think there is still a lot of gender inequality in our world, and I think it's important that fashion brands also set out their messages, and so that's why I stand 100% behind the show, and I really just love the show, and it was a pleasure for me to organize it, and yeah.
Absolutely, and I believe it's so important. We were talking about authenticity, and I think it's super important to basically walk the talk. Yeah, and a lot of brands are talking about diversity and then setting up a show that is not diverse at all in terms of model cast, etc. And I think here that is a great example of a brand that stands for something and that actually also executes it and tries to get a diverse cast, for example.
So and you guys, you do a great job. You do really, congratulations to this show, what you organized here. And we are already happy, hopefully joining also on the next occasions. We are ready, so it's big fun, right? It's big fun, and specifically what Selvin said, the statements that you always give on top of it, and then give us brands that we can follow and that we can, develop some certain sub-stories out of it. I think what you said, Selvin, is very much suiting to it. Fashion is a driver for change, and I think you definitely, you go there with responsibility and you take this responsibility, and we try to follow and do it in the same way.
Perfect. I take that as a commitment for next year. We are very happy to have you on board also for the next 10 fashion weeks or so. It's always a great pleasure to have you guys here. You're always doing the best out of the motto that we try to set. We love Lascana as a brand. The shows are always amazing, so it's a great pleasure to have you here. Thanks again for putting all that effort in the show.
Thank you.
And hopefully until next time in March.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.